Hey everybody, Gabe here. Today we are going to talk about your A team. Do you have an A team in place for your successful solo business? What I'm talking about is I'm not talking about Mr. T and Hannibal from the 1980s, TV show where Mr. T and Hannibal and a group of military personnel that are on the lam that got out of jail that are running around fighting for the little guys. Although us A-team people kind of fight for the little guys because we like to specialize, or at least I like to specialize in solopreneurs, but I wouldn't consider most of us little guys. We're just kind of quiet, successful business owners that love to have a great life. So what am I talking about with your A-team? I'm talking about the AAA team, the accountant, the attorney, and the advisor that's going to be there to help you and take care of your business. Because the one thing that you need to know is as you continue to get more and more successful, and you're probably feeling this already, every time you level up, more complexities come up and more things get in the way that you start going, holy buckets. It's hard to run a successful solopreneur business. You're an accountant, you're an attorney, you're a business analyst, you're overseeing the books, you're overseeing the business. You got to bring in new business, you got to fire clients, you got to bring them on, you got to find virtual people to help you. There's a lot of stuff going on. And if you can find a good CPA, a good attorney, and a good advisor to help you through those processes, it makes your life a lot easier and gets you along the way to having that great life that you set out to build. So I'm going to talk about the 3 different people that you're going to want to have on your team. Give you a couple of questions to ask them, get an understanding of what you're looking for so that you can then build your A-team. For more information, you can always go to my website. Check out the podcast. You'll be able to find the show notes that has all the questions in there, as well as like a transcript that has the questions in there for you. So you'll be able to check all that out. You can go to GabeNelsonFinancial.com. So the attorney, in my opinion, you need to look for a good CPA. That CPA is going to be most likely some type of a specialist. Now, what I would ask for is I would ask for their niche. I would look for their specialty. What are they good at? Who do they like to work with? Who do they do their best work with? How much do they charge? And what can you expect from them? And how can they help you grow your business and make your business more successful? So that's your A-team first piece. That's your attorney. I'd look for a CPA if you could. Number 2, look for your attorney. The attorney is going to be there for liability protection, asset protection, which is going to be liability protection. It's going to help you put together your business structures, as well as that attorney is going to be able to at least either do your estate plan or help you get referred to someone for an estate plan. And the one other thing they're going to be able to do is consult with you for when something comes up and you get yourself in a bad situation. So what am I mean by the bad situation? Well, one of my clients here a few years ago was being sued for a design issue with a building. And long story short, he was going to possibly need to file a claim with his professional liability, but he needed to get some advice from his attorney. So he reached out to his attorney for consultation to make sure that he had his ducks in a row for if and when that did come about. So you're going to ask the attorney, 1, who do you do your best work with? 2, what is your niche? 3, how can you help me with my business? 4, what are the costs of these things? What can I expect? 5, if I do reach out to you and call you, am I going to get a bill? And if so, what's that going to be? Just so I know ahead of time. Because it's always easier when we know ahead of time what those expenses are going to be. So you're going to want to have them draw up your S corporation, your LLC. You'll have them either do or refer you on to someone who can draw up your estate plan so that you have your last will and testament and your powers of attorney in place, so that you've got all of those ducks in a row, because it's much, much better to have that person in place than if something goes wrong. The last one is going to be your advisor. That's the financial advisor. In my opinion, you want to look for a CFP, Certified Financial Planner, that's going to be there to make sure that they are acting in your best interests. Now, are there good financial advisors out there and advisors that are not CFPs? Of course there are. There's great advisors everywhere. Find somebody you trust that's going to be able to look at things for you and help you through this whole process of building this business and making you more successful. I liken it to being a quarterback. When I get to know my clients, I get a good feel for where they're trying to go, what they're trying to do, and then I can see the whole field. So I can help them understand which way to run, which way to go, who do we need help with, do we need the attorney involved, do we need the CPA involved, what should we be doing in concert. So I like to work closely with your attorney and your CPA to make sure that we have everything in your best interest moving forward to make sure that your business is successful. Now, you got the basis of the A-team. Oh, I forgot to give you the questions. All right, for the questions for the financial advisor. 1, what is your specialty? 2, who do you do your best work with? 3, what is the cost? 4, what can you expect? 5, as in what are the expectations for number 4? Number 5, the other thing that you want to be thinking about is how often does that financial advisor plan to reach out to you and plan to meet with you? What is the schedule so that you're on the same page of those expectations as well? So all the questions are going to be very similar. You're going to want to ask the CPA how often we're going to get together. You're going to want to ask the attorney as well. Usually the attorneys are kind of a transaction-based, get something done and then come back. But you're going to want to ask those questions as well. So get yourself your A-team put in place. Your accountant, preferably a CPA, an attorney, preferably one who works with solo business owners, your financial advisor, preferably one who works with solopreneurs and is a solopreneur. Those are the things you're going to want to be putting together to get your A-team in place. I appreciate you listening. If you could go ahead and hit subscribe and then hit that little bell there to make sure that you get notified every time a new video comes out. And if you want some help, love to check me out a little bit further, go to my website. Go to GabeNelsonFinancial.com. You can hit the Start Here button. It'll kind of walk you through all the places to help you understand how I operate. And go ahead and follow me on all of the social media places. Thanks a lot, and you have a great day.